You recorded? Charlie!
Hi.
Hello!
Oh my god. Who?
Who's there?
You got your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
She's feeling it.
Yours as well. Yours looks like it.
Yeah, I had mine done a while ago, but I didn't go for the bleach. Now it's gone a bit interesting.
Looks nice though.
Your
Thank
hair
you,
looks
and
gorgeous
yours.
as well.
I haven't touched
I want
mine.
that colour.
I'm grey.
No,
I want that
you're
colour.
not. You can't see it. You're like a nice, what is it, an orbit? It's an orbit? Is that
Yeah, this is my natural
Yes.
colour, so.
Yes.
I love it.
I need
Like,
to
you look-
embrace that one day. Natural.
How are you, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm really good. I'm good. Apart from, I'm not gonna lie, I was in the bath when you messaged me and I was like, oh my god, the time, and I literally got out the bath, hence why my hair's wet. So
Oh no.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Don't
I love a
worry.
good bath.
I literally live in it. I'm like a water baby.
Yeah,
Literally.
me too. And it's the best as well because this weather is just absolutely crap.
Yeah.
Getting in a bath for
Can't.
this, oh, it's so nice.
I can't cope with this weather. It's May. What are we doing?
I
Get
know.
us, get us away.
When it was last year around this time, it was so hot, wasn't it?
It was like the start of lockdown. It was absolutely boiling, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, what's going on with the environment?
I did not utilise that time well either.
Did
No,
you?
I didn't.
No, what? No, all of us were probably in our bedrooms, like.
Yeah, literally. Stuck,
you-
glued.
Were you involved this time last year as well, Charlie?
Yeah. So I started in October 2019.
Same.
Oh,
No,
did you?
yeah, same.
Yeah, it was around then.
Mad.
I left January 2021.
Crazy.
I think that's around the same. I think we're all the same sort of time, aren't we?
I was a bit earlier. I was more like April 2019. I got my first sign up on my birthday.
Did you?
Yeah, bless. She didn't stay for me very long. But yeah, I was about March, April 2019. Went to all the events.
Yeah, because I think everyone had just got back from Orlando when I signed up. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
the
what
hype.
made me like, oh my God, that looks amazing. I wish I had gone. I had proper FOMO. So I was like, sign me up now.
Yeah.
Me too. And I don't think, you know what, because we've paid for Orlando ticket, haven't we, Tash? But we haven't got it back yet. We need to get that back.
I
I
paid
don't
for
know.
a Malta ticket, which is now Portugal. And I've still not had that back.
Oh,
I don't think that we will.
No, I don't think we will.
They've told me that they've processed the refund twice. But when I actually emailed the admin page, funnily enough, it went to a director. A 2-star director, so I think they've pocketed me money.
Oh god.
Interesting. I mean, yeah.
And
not
you know what?
surprised.
It's crazy because I didn't even realise you were part of IntelliTravel until recently. Well, obviously recently when we've been doing these anti-MLM videos. I didn't know you were. I mean, I don't think I ever saw you at the events, but I suppose it's quite a lot. There's quite a lot of people that go to these events, don't they?
I think what it was because when I first joined, I was in TPL. So I had half of my time with TPL. And then literally the day before we went to the Birmingham event,
Yeah, I remember.
my upline announced that we weren't being in TPL anymore, made us all go on this call and told us everyone was a bit confused really. But so then the next day when we turned up at the event, it was like, don't talk to anyone that's not palm trees, paychecks.
That is so weird. What the hell?
It was weird.
So
Really
weird.
And
So it's
we
like
all
Mean
sat at the
Girls.
back, like
Yeah.
we're on our own, and it was
I
just-
remember it so clearly.
yeah, it was really weird.
And then you
sat
had
at
you
the back.
guys. It was you guys, the palm tree and chain check, and then the directors like behind you guys.
There was like a row of the directors. And,
Yeah,
just
right at the back.
And I just remember being
I remember seeing that because I think I was quite
Yeah.
near the front and I kept looking back and I felt like nervous. I don't know why. I was like, God, there's famous people behind me. That's what it felt like. How weird is
Yeah.
that? Like,
I know.
and like, yeah, and like you would feel like privileged to speak to like one of the top directors. It's just
Yeah.
so weird, isn't it?
Even my upline, I felt like privileged to talk to her, that she was talking to me in front of everyone, and I was like, what?
I bet you were like,
So yeah, she's my upline.
so weird.
Not so much anymore.
I used to message her all the time. I've looked like back on my old Instagram, like, oh, you're so inspiring. And she would read them and just ignore them. Wouldn't even like them. I'd just be like, oh, okay, clearly I'm not worthy enough of a message. But then when she wanted somebody to tell her how to get a cockapoo breeder, she was in my inbox then.
Oh, it's mad, isn't it? It's
So mad.
it is
We're free
weird.
though. We are free, ladies.
We are free.
Thank goodness, thank the Lord.
Thank
And
the
I feel
Lord.
like we should just like kind of touch on like that, just mention that we were all part of the same travel company, which was IntelliTravel.
We
You know what
haven't
I mean?
actually named it.
I was going to say,
No.
that's the first time you've named it.
Yeah, but you know,
We
we'll
feel like
might
because
as
you
well,
do it.
'cause we're all
Yeah.
in this together.
Literally, but we feel like because you do it, like it's okay, we can do it.
Yeah.
You come for us all, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I don't care. I'm over it now. Like we were all part of IntelliTravel.
I just get the sweats.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I get super still.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh God. But no, gotta get out your comfort zone, haven't you, ladies?
Yeah. Well, let's go deep dive into it. So really, Charlie, I want to know like what was your experience like, and like how did it all start? How did you start with IntelliTravel?
So
Mm.
when I started, I don't know, it'd probably be the same with you guys if we all joined you at the same time. I hadn't seen anyone doing it. So
No, me neither.
I've always seen like the Body Shop and all the other companies, and I've always been like, no, that's never something I would want to do. And I've got a lot of health problems, and I was told in that October that I had a meeting at home, and my work basically said we've got to make you medically redundant. There's nothing more we can do.
Oh, no.
We're giving you 3 months notice. So I was like, oh my God, what can I do? And luckily enough, my partner's got a good job and stuff. But I wanted a purpose. I needed something to be doing still, even though I couldn't physically get out there. So it was actually my boyfriend who said to me, this girl's come into the shop to fix. He worked at an IT shop at the time, had been into the shop to fix the laptop, and she had dropped in conversation about her business.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
Cool. Anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah. He followed her on Instagram and like said, oh, I don't think that it's not for me, but my girlfriend's looking for like a job. And she was like, yeah, get her to message me. So I did. I messaged her. So at that point, I thought it was a job. I had no idea. I hadn't seen any posts or anything. So I was completely went into it blind and messaged like, yeah, I'm losing. So I didn't realize that I kind of gave her everything, all the ammo that she needed to get me, because I said, wow, yeah, I've lost my job. I can't work because I've my disability. I'm at home all the time. We live in the same area as well, like live around the corner. So I'd given that ammo already.
Yeah, you showed you're vulnerable, which is like the classic that they just go for already.
Yeah, 100%.
And I believed everything that I was told. Like I thought that I'd gone on like these Facebook groups and stuff, and I assumed that the people were making money from travel. That's how it was told. Like, yeah, I remember watching videos of directors like in the airport saying they'd been on these cruises and they'd done this and they'd done that, and they've managed to do all that from booking travel. And I thought that sounds great. So I signed up when I was in Greece next to the pool, signed up on that, but I didn't really get told about the fees or anything. And then when I saw them, I was like, what? But I was on holiday. I didn't care. Like, I was like, oh, well, it's fine. I'll make that back. They're making it back. So that was how I signed up.
Was it like did you sign up straight away, or did it take a while? Like, were you thinking, something's not right, or was you just like, I'm doing it, I'm going for it?
So I was literally in the airport on the way to Kos when watching like the presentations. So then I'd got on the plane. When I'd got off the plane, I'd had like a load of messages like, oh, what did you think to it? You know, like you do.
Yeah.
And I didn't reply for a couple of days because I was on holiday. I was like, oh,
yeah, it's all right.
But then the person messaged me a couple of times, and I don't know, it can, you know, it's like they sort of had a bit of pressure.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm on holiday now. This is how my cogs start turning in my head. I'm on holiday now. Like, I always talk to people on holiday. I can really, like, this is the perfect time for me to speak to people at this resort that I'm at. That like, they've got these resorts all over the world. I thought, you know, if people like this resort, I can make connections with them and I can become a specialist of these resorts. And that was what I wanted to do.
Yeah. So was you out there recruiting people in cos?
No, I was. This is when the like crack started to show, because I've gone on. There was like 8 of us on holiday, and we were all family. And I'd like said to my mum and dad, like, I'm doing this thing, and they were like, well, do you get training for it? I was like, yeah, of course you get training for it. You get proper training. Like, I'm paying for this training. It's going to be amazing.
There's that defense coming up like straight away, isn't it?
Right.
Oh, yeah, training.
Straight away. Oh, it's legitimate. It's definitely legitimate. I've got this training, and they're ABTA members. And my parents sort of said to me, okay, well, when you've done your training and you've booked a couple of things, come back to us, and then we'll let you like book ours. So even as soon as I'd signed up, I was like, oh, my own mum and dad aren't really comfortable booking through me. So like, why would they want to wait? And
yeah, interesting.
That's not good, is it?
No.
So that was the alarm bell. That was sort of.
Was that when you realised, like, oh, well, was that your first alarm bell? Like,
the next, after I joined, and then they said that all the training was in Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit weird. And then I don't know about you guys, but it was never explained to me about the travel and the recruitment side. I was told, I literally was told it was £156 and then £42 a month. And I did wonder, why am I signing up to 2 separate things? And that
I was exactly the same. Like, I remember they sent me all the information on like how to get started, and I thought I did question it a little bit, like, why am I actually paying for a separate company? But I just thought I just wasn't thinking about it. I just thought that was all part of it, and like, this is just what you had to do in order to sell travel. And then it took me like, I think, a month into it, they then were just like, I remember asking them for help, like, how do I actually book a holiday? Like, no one's actually told me what to do. Like, you're just giving me these Facebook groups and just fobbing me off. But like, what? Like, I need to speak to someone, a travel expert, to help me. And then I just basically were just like, they told me, oh, you know, the best way to earn money in this is to actually just recruit people and just share the share, you know, quotation marks, the opportunity with others. And it's just like, oh, I was like, so I'm not actually booking travel then and earning travel. Like, it was so weird how it was like laid down to me.
That's what I thought as well. When I want to actually book travel, and then I'd like say, would anybody be able to help me with this? I'd then get shot down and told off. You shouldn't be asking questions like that in this group. And I was like, what's the point in having a support group? And we were sort of told in our smaller team that all the answers are everywhere. You can find the answers yourself. And I was told that I wasn't allowed to give other people answers as well. Like, further on, when I knew the answers to stuff, no, let them find it themselves. They've got to find it themselves. Like,
what the fuck? What is it?
So militant. And I literally, it's like, but yeah, it's meant to be my business. And it's like, who the hell would talk to you like that if it was your own business, if you were your own boss? Like, it is so scary that we fell for this. And like, we were consumed by it for like us 3 in total, you know, we were all in it for over a year. Like, this wasn't just a couple of months. We let people talk to us like this for far too long. And people are still letting this happen without realizing that it's not normal.
Yeah, I didn't realize it wasn't normal. I was so weird, like, especially at the start of last year when we had the morning calls and like the morning call and the evening call, and then when lockdown happened, I think it was a middle of the day one as well. And I'd be like, I've got to get on these calls. I've got to get on these calls. I've got to show that I'm serious.
Yeah.
I just come off them thinking, a lot of the time, especially with these motivation ones, I just felt like somebody had just shouted at me for 45 minutes telling me that what I was doing wasn't good enough.
It's so sad. Yeah, I do not miss those calls whatsoever. And
No
like,
way.
you remember when they tried to make those calls fun by like doing gymnastics in the garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got on so many fitness ones, and me and my
Did you
mum
do
were doing
it?
it together.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
honestly. And there was like book club as well. I loved a bit of book club. That was when it was actually nice weather, probably this time last year. Sat outside reading. And I just remember so clearly. I'm not going to name the person, but I remember messaging someone who I was quite good friends with and saying, is it normal getting up at 5:45 to send out these messages? Because I thought Semi like questioned it, and I remember her saying, this is what we did, the sacrifice we put in, and I can remember that conversation so clearly, and that clearly my like subconscious was thinking, this is not normal.
Something, yeah,
and now
screaming at you to stop.
You must get on, otherwise you don't want it, honey.
And then if like I'd ask some, like my team or whatever would want help, and then I'd be like, oh, could we do something to help them, or well, did they get on the calls? And I'd be like, well, the thing is with me, and this makes me feel sick now that I say this out loud, obviously with me having a chronic illness, a lot of my team had chronic illnesses and disabilities. And
that's not your fault. That's like because they told you to target. They target your niche. I know.
They like told me to utilize my chronic illness page, which I didn't. To be perfectly honest, I must have known deep down that something wasn't right. But
the manipulation there is so fucking savage. Like, these companies needs to be shut down. Like, they should not be saying shit like that.
Like, oh, but you can help those people. Those people are in the same position as you are. You can help them. You know, they can't go and have a normal job like you. You can help them. So I genuinely thought that I was helping these people. So then when I tell them that they can do this around their health and around their disabilities, and then within the first week they joined, they're being pestered to go on calls, they're like, I can't get up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm on loads of medication. I can't myself. And it got to the point where like I was like, I'm gonna have to start getting up earlier and taking my medication at 3 a.m. so that I'm functionable at 5 a.m. And I thought, that's not right. Why am I even thinking of doing that?
Yeah, that's so sad. You know what? That reminds me, I actually had a girl in my downline who was struggling with mental health, and she was taking subscription pills, obviously, and she said her body could not wake up at 4:45 or 5 o'clock in the morning. She's never been used to it. She struggles to get to sleep anyway because of what, her mental health. So what she told me once, and I felt so guilty, she told me once that because she couldn't get up in the morning, she literally stayed awake all night, like throughout the whole night, and then got on the call in the morning. She had no sleep, and she told me that, and I was like, what the
That's
fuck?
heartbreaking.
That's heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And I was like, that was a red flag for me. I was just like, fuck, this is not right. Was that so?
I just find it so sad, and I think we can really go into that guilt trip and feel like I actually apologized to someone who was on my team yesterday, and it's tough. It is a tough part to deal with when you do leave and you do realize these industries, the effect that essentially our actions caused on other people, but also we have to just remember we were brainwashed and we were groomed. It's a serious thing. We know it because we've experienced it. Whether people can relate to it or not, we have done it and lived it. So I think, it's just to not put too much like guilt on ourselves. It is a big thing, I think. 100%. And those listening, to not feel guilty.
Definitely 100% agree with you, because we were, at the end of the day, like you said, literally all brainwashed.
Completely. I really want to learn more about it because I think it is fascinating, and I think actually what you mentioned there, which is something that I feel quite interested in, passionate about, is the whole concept of that we are helping people. And it's so prevalent, isn't it? It's every day we're helping people. Who can we share this to? Who can we impact? Lives, empowerment. It is so prevalent to the point where it is a virus in itself, I would say. But the fact of the reality is we know that 97% of people are losing money, 99% of people are losing in the whole industry, and 97% lost money in our company, 2020. You can look on the income disclosure statement for Planet Marketing. So I suppose, you know, why do we think this is happening? Like, why do we think that? Why do you think that, Charlie? Why do you think this is happening?
I think that there are people in the world who know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
That is why they know that, like, there are people out there who have obviously got things missing in their lives. Like, it's been said so many times, no one joins MLMs when their life's good, do they? They're missing something, whether it's the community or the finance or the purpose, whatever it is. And I think the fact that they are trying, they say to us, oh, you're helping people. I don't know about you, but it was sort of drilled into us, wasn't it? That it was an injustice to not share this with people.
Yeah.
It would actually be wrong of us to not tell people about this. If I know someone that travels and I don't tell them about this, then I'm a bad person. That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, me too. Especially from going to the events. I don't know if you ever felt from the events, because you heard those, like, you know, rags to riches stories continuously. So it was like, oh, I need to tell people that this can help them. You know, it felt like you ingrained that emotion.
And seeing like ambassadors saying that I come from a council estate, like I live in council housing, that's fine, you know, that's my life. And when I see ambassadors and directors and stuff saying that they come from the same background as me, and that they've, you know, come from a council estate, and that they've struggled with money and stuff, and that now they're thriving. So I was like, wow, surely somebody from my background as well isn't going to take advantage of that need. But unfortunately, that's exactly what they're doing.
Full of it. The relatability is actually complete bullshit. It's just vulnerability. These words, we've really noticed it, haven't we, Nick? The differences of the words, where it's coachable, controllable, relatability, vulnerability.
So different now, isn't it?
Isn't it? Like, we can see straight through it.
Literally, I've got goosebumps. Like, it gives me like
it's freaky, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's really, and like I would say, like, us and the other people who were involved, who I've spoken to that have left, everybody's switched on. Like, we're not, do you know what I mean? And I think that's why it's so important that we speak out, because
I agree.
We're not like, you know, people who haven't got, I can't think what the word is, but like we're fairly intelligent people, and we kind of know. So
yeah, we've seen the other side, and we want to get people out.
Definitely. And I think more than ever, I've realized the importance of speaking out, because it really helps us. Essentially, they don't want us to do that. They want us to be quiet, because they know that there's cracks, and us by speaking out, it proves that there's not cracks. Oh, there are, you know, the things that we need to talk about, and we're doing it in the best way possible. We're truthful, we are passionate, because we've been affected. But I think speaking out in any situation which has offended and hurt you in a particular instinct, we've got to speak. And I think as women, we have to speak out more, because we do get gaslit, we do get, you know, not believed, and so on. And so we have to. I think I've realized more than ever, speaking out is so important. So congrats for what you're doing as well. Like,
yeah, massive congrats.
Yeah. Your YouTube channel,
thank you. I appreciate
it's amazing.
Well, like, that's another thing, like, they all go on about this female empowerment, don't they? And like empowerment, and push to share the stories, and then when we've left and we now actually want to share our truth, and to actually empower people to see that the truth, it's, I don't know about you, but been blocked by all the directors. People I've never heard of have blocked me.
Yeah, same. I remember Tash
used to post and they were blocked. They sent me a post, and I was like, I can't see the post. Whose is it? I've never heard of this person, but they've blocked me just because.
Yeah, you're probably on the block list now.
It's so weird. Yeah, I want to get on the block list. I feel, we need to get our channels on the block list. Like, that's when I know we've made it.
We've made it. Don't listen to this podcast. They're spreading lies. They're negative.
You've got me on it, so you probably will do now. They'll get wind.
Oh well.
So crazy.
It's mad. Yeah, I think that's one thing we've realized is the blocking. I think the thing is that saddens me about the blocking is I've been blocked from people who I generally were so close to, and I still hold a lot of love for, because we haven't had an argument, we haven't, you know, they haven't reached out to me and saying, why are you doing this, you know, no hatred back and forth. It's just simply blocked. And it's like, oh, we had such good memories together, we had such fun, and God, I will always hold love for you. And you know, hopefully one day they may come to their senses and say, I can't believe I thought blocking you was the right decision. But it just shows the industry right there. It's not the individual, it's the industry. It really just shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it definitely all does come from the very top. And that who's like the CEO. I've listened to, I don't know about you guys, did you used to go on the like the rally calls?
I actually didn't go on the rally calls, I don't think. What were they like?
By your face.
They were like pretty much like the event in Birmingham, but with the CEO.
Oh, really? Was he like
really, really badgering it and saying, God, this is going to be the biggest harvest of your life?
That's a great accent.
Yes, honey. You rock it.
Then here, my upline would then go on a call with our team and say the exact same thing.
Duplication, honey.
Yeah.
That's disposableness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Completely.
So disgusting. I'm so glad
we're just all becoming clones of each other, really, isn't it? Like, it's just creating clones. And actually, now I used to properly idolize the CEO. I thought he was an amazing man. Now I do not. I think he's absolutely vile. And also, even just their shows, you can have a call with the CEO, but you're your own boss. You're a business owner. Like, this just shows.
I know, like, it doesn't make any sense. It's so contradicting.
And that's what double speak.
The recruitment CEO will come on a call with us, but what about the travel CEO? Do we ever see him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Where's he?
I saw him once at the first event I went to in London. First time I saw him.
Sorry.
It's all right, we're taking a break. Okay, he's like, that's how he feels about the CEO.
Yeah, he's not happy, he's chasing him off.
That is too funny. Also, as well, I just wanted to kind of diverse into a different topic, which I think is quite interesting. I'm sure you're aware that there's a lot of people, seems like, are kind of ditching the travel business, but I'm not seeing the light of day like we have. They've decided to get involved in another company. I don't know if I'm going to mention it. Me can if you want, whatever. I'm not going to do it. And I just kind of wanted to hear what you think about that, because we are so grateful. I would say all of us are happy that, you know, we've seen the light. It's not just our companies at fault, it's the industry that's at fault. We've seen the bigger picture. What do you say to that? Like, why do you think people are doing it? And, you know, do you think that shows the industry is at fault there, or what do you think?
Well, the numbers are dropping, aren't they?
Yes.
Woohoo!
The numbers are dropping. The pyramid is imploding. That bottom row is changing all the time.
She's on it. You have a look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's now the people at the top are now realizing that.
Right.
I've seen the directors saying, like, why would you jump from one company to another when you could sell product? Travel's here all the time. I'm sorry, we haven't been able to travel.
There's been a pandemic.
So travel's not here all the time. And it's going to be a long time until it recovers. And I think that now that they've actually seen the uncertainty of, you know, these other variants and stuff. I mean, I won't go into the whole COVID thing and how I feel, but
yeah, neither.
I think they've realised, and also because they're getting a lot more people talking out about it. So if people are talking out about it, and then people are researching it, and then they're not joining, you need to jump ship. And I tell you what, one of the top recruiters of IntelliTravel wasn't part of the same bit of, I think they were part of another mini bit.
Yeah.
Actually tried to recruit me on Twitter. She said she's still part of the travel business. This is the sad thing, they aren't leaving.
Keep the accounts open.
They're keeping the accounts open so that they're still getting their monthly whatever.
Money. Yeah.
But then she was like messaging me, and the message was basically slating in teletravel, saying
sure.
like, oh, it's too difficult because you have to recruit people and book holidays for people. I thought no one's booking holidays for people, so that's a lie. And then she was like, oh yeah, but me and my team have actually joined a new company now. We're right at the start of a health and wellness company, and I just
is it the same?
She was
Before Momentum.
She was trying to be dead nice to me and like saying to me, I can't believe the way that you were treated. I watched your YouTube video. It's awful the way that you was treated. And basically just, she saw my vulnerability and was like, just literally, it was like a couple of days after I'd left or whatever, and just posted the video. And then she was in my inbox trying to get me onto another one. I just thought, because they know exactly what they're doing. And that's what I'm thinking. They've got ground floor opportunity now.
Oh my God, that's so disgusting. Like they just have no chill, do they? Like they see your vulnerability and then they'll try and get you into another company. It's like, no, that's not what you're here for.
Yeah, and I can so see it now, like even with the travel and even with any product-based business, you can see like the posts, and it's like if you literally just change the word product to network marketing, like you can just see what you're doing. It's just such a cover-up to the actual like what you're trying to achieve. Do you really care about it? Like, is this really going to change the world? This product, like there's so many products out there, like, oh, yours happens to be the most incredible thing, and generally they're all bloody vegan, which pisses me off, because it's like, oh, so you'll drink a vegan product but you probably will still be eating meat behind closed doors. Like,
they'll be selling vegan products and drinking vegan stuff to go and buy a leather bag for $3,000.
Yes, or a Mercedes, or the Mercedes,
or the leather. Yeah, with a leather interiors. Yeah,
it's so funny. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure we could all say we're very happy that we realized it wasn't just the company, it's the industry at whole. And I feel like, you know, most of these people as well leaving, this is probably their third or fourth company. So it's like, is it really network marketing? That
was another thing I never got. I don't know about you guys. Did you see that a lot of the people who were like at the top would be like, oh, I've been with other companies and they just didn't work for me because the products didn't work. No, the reason that you've been with 2 or 3 other companies and now you've got success with this one is because you got in at the right time. And now I understand everything is about timing and positioning.
100%. The luck of the timing.
It really is.
And those are the people that will say network marketing is for those that work at it. Or there's a saying, isn't it?
It works 100% of the time for the people who give it 100% of the time.
Oh,
she knows it. That's a little applause there for you.
You've heard that a lot.
I don't know about you, but I still get like little phrases pop in my head, and I'm like,
leave me alone.
I work on it.
It's crazy. Like looking back on what we used to just put up with, just getting shouted at all the time.
I can't believe I still have friends. I'm so grateful.
I've also noticed that since I left, like people I haven't spoke to me in like over a year, like invited me around the house like last weekend. I was like, oh, I haven't seen you in ages, and I'm sure that everybody distanced themselves because they thought I was going to try and recruit them. I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like, but they haven't. Like they're still friends with you. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, that's good. I'm glad you haven't lost friends over this. Because
I lost my best friend.
Oh no.
She joined us my downline.
Oh my God, no.
Oh my God.
Haven't spoken since July. We went to Barcelona together in July for with the business, and we got an upgrade, which probably wasn't an upgrade. They probably did give us a normal room for all we know, but that was like, and the business there were other things, but the business ultimately led us apart. Because she was getting angry with me because I was getting results and she wasn't, and we were doing the exact same thing.
Oh really?
It was all because I'd joined before her, and I didn't see that then.
Well, what about now though? Now that you're producing this content, this anti-MLM content, has she kind of like, is she still in the business, or is she out?
She left the business before me. Actually, she left in like I think she left in about October. But when I put my first video out there, she did message me saying, realised it's a scam then.
Oh, she said that to you? You realised it was a scam?
She messaged me like, have you realized it's a scam then? And I was like, this can go one of two ways. I can either get defensive about this, or I just said, yeah, like, I'm so sorry, like, that we ended up getting involved in it. And she said, like, well done on doing my candle business and stuff. So I just said, like, we're sort of civil.
You're civil.
Yeah, but it damaged the relationship.
Yeah.
That's such a shame. I hope that you guys can, well, make amends. Maybe it'll
Fingers
happen.
crossed.
Time is a healer, isn't it?
What's
But
meant
it's
to
good
be
that you're
will
civil
be.
now. Yeah. Well, that can't. Oh, go on. What were you gonna say?
I forgot now. Don't. I would say something and then I'm like, oh, what was it?
Well, I was just gonna say that that brings me on to my next question, really, because I just want to know, like, has your content that you've produced helped many people leave IntelliTravel? Because I know it's definitely helped me and Tash. Like, when we watch your YouTube, yeah, we're just like,
oh, thank you. It's
so
your
relatable.
podcast. It's like, I listen to it and I'll be sat and or normally listen to it when I'm in the bath and I'll be sat there like, yes, talk like that.
Yeah, I have the same.
We have the same, of course.
We do that with you as well.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I was really nervous about it at first because I didn't speak out for a couple of months, and that was because I got a lot of sort of threatening messages from the people.
Really?
Yeah, saying like, oh, none of us wanted to see you were a failure and now you're just a bitter failure. And
they said that to you?
Oh my god.
You do realise that bad energy will follow you into your new business. I was like, is that a threat? Like,
it sounds like a play school, like playground, like threat, like, oh my god, grow up.
Yeah.
What happened to women empowerment?
Exactly.
I know, yeah, right? What happened to that?
Exactly. Makes no sense. So yeah, I sort of was scared to speak out for a good couple of months. Like, I left in January, didn't post my videos till like a month ago, and that's because I was frightened. But when I posted them, the only hate that I've received is from my old friends, the other leaders, because they're still heavily involved in it, and I do think they're all victims of it, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, of course.
But the majority of response that I've had has been really good, and to be perfectly honest, a lot of people they've backfired because they told people that they had to block me and like report my content. That pushed people the other way. That made people watch my content.
Of course it would.
Yeah. So
that's a huge red flag.
Yeah. So some of them did just block me, but a lot of people did go on then to watch my content and then message me and say that they're leaving, and I'd say,
woo,
honestly,
yes,
probably about 20 people I've had message me that I've left.
Oh my god, Charlie, that is so good.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
Like,
you've helped 20 people leave.
And I'm sure you guys have as well. I always see like when you get your inboxes and stuff like that.
Yeah, we love it.
It is an amazing feeling knowing that.
The best feeling.
I had somebody write on my YouTube video like, I was literally about to sign up to this and I've just watched this. Or somebody else was like, oh my god, I've just signed up. How do I get out this? What's my third? How do I get the money back guarantee? So that's another couple of people that, you know, because
maybe that must be why the numbers are dropping. You know, obviously, because you mentioned that the numbers are dropping. I feel like because there's more people that are speaking out with their experiences, like
100%.
they're being directed to your channel, Charlie, to the YouTube channels, and then people are starting to clock on like, hold on a minute, something's not right here. People are talking about it.
Yeah.
In a bad.
You think, right? When we got involved with it, we were told on other people's experiences and how they had done. So it shows the power of other people's experiences. So.
Exactly.
Regardless if we could get called neggy or whatever, a negative experience is still an experience that needs to be shared.
Definitely. Completely.
100%. You're so right.
And if you're not allowed to hear a negative experience, then you have to be like, well, I'm a bit confused there. Yeah, like if I'm not allowed to hear this, like, and like we always say, we were told to share our story 24/7 when we were in it, all the positive, all the greatness. As soon as we share our story when we've left, doesn't make sense. It
doesn't at all. A lot of the other leaders as well, I've seen them jump to a couple of different companies.
Jealous.
No, quite a few companies. So
really,
a lot. Yeah. So, but I don't.
What do you mean? What, as in like the directors have jumped to different network marketing companies? Because we've seen that.
Yeah, directors. So, and also like in the palm trees paychecks, I would say a good 50% left when one of the higher up people left. Wasn't a director, but was director in training. When that person, I'd say she's probably took about 80 people with her.
Wow.
To a different company, like health and health
and wellness one, yeah.
The one that we have
within teletravel, so she's just earning off like two different platforms.
Exactly.
And it's like, then you also think, and then people looking in will look at said person as having loads of success when actually she's just taken them from another business. So it's not as realistic and easy for every single person to do. So again, it's just lies.
Yeah, and also like what upsets me is like, I guess we've done something right. I've done something right by realizing teletravel was bad, but because they were still vulnerable and still in that sort of community as such,
yeah,
straight from in teletravel to the health and wellness one.
I know.
So it's like, yeah, you've seen that that's bad, but
and this one as well, they seem to be getting quick instant profit, which is not normal in the travel, especially if you're finding it difficult to recruit because you have to get these people to spend a lot of money. So this new one with the instant rewards, it's so much more I don't know what the word is, I'm sure like serotonin or some sort of
they said
like
you can get £60 today just by doing one post on social media.
Is that how it works? You get instant money? Like, how does it work then?
They're building other legs. They're building people's legs for them. Something dodged like that.
So when I first left in teletravel, somebody who was high up in one of the health and wellness, she's actually left now to another health and wellness one.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yes, even though she was getting £6,000 a month, that was a way of recruiting me.
Jesus.
Was getting that apparently, and has now jumped away from the one that the IntelliTravel people have gone to. They went to it, she jumped away from it then and went to the different one. So I'm wondering.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, those listening in, just please remember, it's not just the company, it's the industry. It's the whole industry. And you're just going to be chasing this rabbit wheel the whole time. Financial time freedom, does it exist? No.
And the thing is, you've got to look at the top people and think, they've got time freedom. Well, no, they've not. They can't even take time out to grieve when somebody passes away.
That is so sad. Oh my God.
Sad.
I know exactly who you're on about there as well.
Yeah, like really sad.
That's really sad. That is.
Using it as a amazing thing as well. I didn't like that post. I did read it. And also, financial freedom doesn't exist because what if everybody leaves? Or what if the company goes bust?
Exactly. I mean, like,
you know, that's why they're all investing.
Yeah. What if you buy a house and you've got a mortgage, and then Donald Bradley decides to jump to his fourth travel company?
He doesn't care.
And this is, yeah, exactly. And this is why the people at the top have jumped, are now doing different things. They're investing into property and like they're putting their money into other businesses because they know that this isn't supposed to be, it's not going to last forever. Like the more that we speak out about this and the more that we talk about our experiences, the more people are going to join the bandwagon, and the more, and it will get I really do feel like it's going to get shut down.
It's gonna,
I don't know when, but I know it's gonna, and that's why people at the top are doing different things, because they know that people are clocking on and people are dropping out.
Yeah,
definitely.
I mean, one of the, you'll know who I mean, the one at the top, 3 different companies listed under a name.
3.
You type that, you can have a look at things like that. Yeah,
I know that. God, sorry if you keep hearing my laptop pinging. Can you hear that?
No.
Like, oh, okay, that's fine then. It keeps pinging.
That's mad.
But that is crazy. I didn't realize 3 companies. I know she was investing into properties. I didn't realize.
Well, there's three different companies like on the thing. One says like travel resources, and then the other 2 I can't remember what they were, but
it's my old mentor.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, to top this off, we would love to know, what is your now newfound freedom, honey, since leaving? Which is the best part?
Yeah.
My best part is literally not having to feel guilty about staying in bed.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh my God. I can
Actual
so.
sleep, no sleep deprivation. Like even at night time, I remember when they used to be like, I will not go to bed until I've got to sign up today. So I'd be sat there till 2 a.m. Then I'm like, is anyone actually awake at this time? Is somebody really going to sign up at this time of the day?
That's scary.
So like the freedom that I've got, and now that I've always been really crafty, so now I've started to have like my actual like hobby.
Yay!
Making candles and stuff.
Yes.
That's actual freedom, because if I'm having a poorly day, that's all right. I don't have to do anything for it that day.
Exactly.
I haven't got that pressure. I've got actual freedom now. I choose my prices. I choose like what I want to put out there, my own branding and stuff. And it's made me realize how silly I used to look, being like, oh yeah, this is my business, and then being like,
it's so cringe, isn't it?
Yeah.
How can you get a promotion if it's your business? It doesn't make sense.
And it's not even a money promotion.
No, exactly.
And then we take the piss out of people with jobs, and then we're pretending to get these promotions, and we're not even getting paid for them. And it's
I was so happy to delete all of those cringe posts when I left. It was the best.
Facebook, I couldn't cope.
No, I think I might deactivate my Facebook because I'm still getting things pop up.
Yeah.
It really is triggering.
Yeah, but I can so vouch for you there. Like I cherish my sleep so much now. Like not having to wake up at 5 a.m. Like I still like to get up early, but I wake up like around 7, half 7, and I'll like go and I'll do yoga and I'll meditate and then I'll go for a walk. Like I won't have to like. I mean, how unnatural is it to wake up at 5 o'clock and then just stare at your phone for an hour?
You know the worst thing, and I know you guys will relate to this. You must have been like in Greece at the same time as me last year. I was getting up at 5 in the morning doing calls. Like I saw that picture, Tash, that you put. That was me on the balcony, like running the DMOs at like 5 in the morning in Greece.
Oh my God.
Honestly, that was so funny.
Not freedom.
We'd gone to bed at like 5 in the like we'd had like 2 hours sleep as well because we were actually having fun on the holiday.
Well, I think I didn't get on the calls because I was like, fuck.
Yeah, when you're the coffee person.
Yeah, I was the one that was steaming still. Everyone would be on their laptops on the phone, like doing their call, and I'll come in like, anybody want some coffee? Like,
take us back. I'd love to go back to that. It's fly on the wall.
Yeah,
why are you doing these calls? Holiday. Get off them.
No, my friend was like, because my friend that I went on holiday with, she wasn't part of the business or anything. She was like, don't you think it's a bit weird, like that you've got to like run back?
Do this.
Like I used to have a leaders call on a Wednesday, so I'm on holiday and I'm like there at 6 o'clock in the morning on the call. So then I'm on a leaders call on a Wednesday, then I'm on a catch up call on a Sunday, and because I was a leader, if I didn't get on it, and my friend's like, we're on holiday, like I'm like, yeah, I know.
But no more of that, honey, because you've got freedom now.
Freedom, yeah,
freedom.
Never again.
Hello,
never again.
Freedom to you.
And what is your candle company, please?
Yeah, let's talk about that.
It's Candles at Heart, HART. Funnily enough, my travel company was called Travel at Heart.
Oh,
nice. Well, I changed it to candles, which is so much better.
Changed it to candles.
And much more lucrative. And what was the word that we'd always say about travel? I can't remember. Anyway, candles is much better than travel.
Well,
now.
I need to buy a candle.
Go on. Ask your 2 thoughts on. I keep seeing everywhere that network marketing makes the most millionaires and is the most thingy business in the most lucrative business in the second.
Or the most millionaires. Yeah,
it's bullshit.
Where is this coming from?
You know what it is? You know what it is, right? It's just people our age going onto Pinterest and making a post, and then people are believing it, like, oh my God, this is amazing, let's repost it everywhere. And then people are so gullible, like I was last year, and I would see it and be like, well, if it's on Pinterest, it must be true.
Yes.
And then I'll repost
it's the bloody reels as well, and the TikToks. It's like,
just
chill out. It's so scary, and everyone just thinks it's true, and it's like it's not true.
Not a reliable source at all.
we need to maybe start one where it's actually like 99% of people are losing money like this, because that's true, because you can actually read up on it.
It might be making the most millionaires, but I think it is. But it is, if it does make millionaires, it's at the expense of a lot of other people
losing money. Well, we only had one. I don't know if there's any more millionaires. When we were in it, there was only one millionaire. So it must take a lot of people to make these millionaires, which is even scarier.
And that's the other thing I was meant to ask you. How do you feel about them now wording it as a 2 to 5 year plan? Because when I joined, I was told it could be my job and I could make money straight away. And now they're saying that like people who have left, it's a 2 to 5 year plan. So they were too.
I hadn't heard of that.
You know, I didn't hear that either.
That must be my old upline saying that.
Yeah.
Wow. It will all change though, especially when more people speak out, more people leave. It will all change just to make them feel better. Because, you know, at the end of the day, no one wants to think that they're scamming people. We didn't. And it's still hard to admit that we did. And like, God, like we always say, 99% of people are actually nice people in this.
100%.
So, you know, it is going to be like all this wording to change it around to make sure the conscious is feeling okay. Which is,
I think it's
scary.
just like embarrassment as well. I definitely know it was like embarrassment on my part.
Yeah.
Like when I speak to my family and friends about it, if they bring it up, I'm just like, please don't, because it makes me cringe every single time. Like that I used to do that.
Even
Definitely,
my friend said to me earlier, he was like, do you remember when you were in that pyramid scheme?
No, honestly, when I left, my friend went to a dinner party and I didn't go, and she arrived and she went, guys, I've got really good news. She went, Tash has left her pyramid scheme, and then everyone cheered. I wish I was there. They literally all like cheering at the table. It was so funny. I know. God. Everyone knows, really, as much as we try and convince them that we weren't. I mean, everyone knows. Let's be honest.
It's definitely a pyramid scheme.
Literally.
It is a pyramid scheme, really. She was like, no, it's not.
No, I mean, if you get defensive that it's not a pyramid scheme, it is a pyramid scheme, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. It's so funny. Anyway, Charlie, thank you so much.
Charlie, it's been lovely chatting to you in person. Well, I know we're not in person, but like actually like talking, it's lovely.
Literally. Hopefully we can meet up at some point and have a nice time.
I would love that.
Yeah,
we would love that. Have a hug.
And just before you do go, Charlie, where can people find you on YouTube? Because I know obviously all your anti-MLM content. Sell yourself, girl.
Sell yourself.
YouTube channel is Dear Society. You have to, I don't know, when you put it in, you have to put YouTube/C/Dear Society 1. Don't know why.
We'll put it in the link.
But that's
we'll put you in the link.
Find my YouTube, and then my candle website is www.candlesatheart.com.
Love it. I'm so happy you're doing that.
Yes, everyone go check Charlie out.
Yes,
the cool girl.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Charlie.
Oh, thank you for giving people a voice, and you really helped me.
Oh, you've helped us.
Oh,
this is so lovely.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, bye, Charlie.
Love.
Bye.
One sec. Oh no.